What's going on, guys? This is your boy John the Liquidator coming back with breaking news, hot off the press. So it looked like one of Shedeur Sanders' teammates has been assaulted. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Cleveland. Let's get it. Let's go. This is a very shocking story that is coming out of Cleveland about their safety, Ronnie Hickman. He was assaulted yesterday in New Jersey, I believe. The New York Post and Cleveland media has broke this story down. Let's pull it up right now and see what they're saying about this incident. It's been reported that statement from the Browns spokesperson said safety Ronnie Hickman was a victim of an assault early Monday morning at a New York City hotel. Ronnie was treated for minor injuries at an area hospital after the incident was later released, and he is at home resting with his family. Now, the New York Post also released an article. This is what they said. They stated Cleveland Browns star safety Ronnie Hickman jumped at a trendy Laurel East Side hotel in New York City. Cleveland Brown safety Ronnie Hickman was jumped by a crew of thugs at a trendy Lower Eastern Side hotel Monday, law enforcement sources told the Post. Hickman, a New Jersey native who just finished a breakout season as a starter for the Browns, was approached by four goons in the lobby of a 60 LES hotel on Allen Street in Manhattan. Shortly after 4:30 a.m., a dispute broke out. Police and sources said cops are investigating whether the grid safeties attackers recognized him as playing for the Cleveland Browns, sources told the Post. This is a very, very unfortunate event, man. Now the Browns did get a new defensive coordinator today, and it's just unfortunate that we got to hear news like this. Praying for his family, praying for the Cleveland Browns players, and yeah, man, as more information come out about this story, I'll be sure to let you guys know immediately. Get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Make sure you guys keep them bells on so you can be up to date whenever I drop it. Until next time, man, shake the haters off. Another story, but we gonna read this. Ruttenberg was the most recent with the Atlanta Falcons, where he was the passing game coordinator on the defensive side of the ball. He landed the Browns job, beating the other finalists in Corton Uden and Jason Tarver. Ruttenberg was previously the linebacker coach with the New York Jets from 2021 until 2024, where the Jets defense was solid during his time there. I don't know how people going to feel about him being connected to the Jets, but it is what it is. It is what it is. If they want to go that route, let them go that route. Somebody said, yeah, Jeff Oberg. Yeah, because I had to go back and double check. I'm like, hold on, bruh. Hold on. If they really trying to go out here and sabotage Shedeur. But let's finish reading the article, figure out who this guy is. It says, and this past season, the Falcons defense was a solid unit. They finished the year with 16 interceptions and 27 passing yards, allowed only 3,407 passing yards this past season with the Falcons. Then it goes on to say some more. Somebody else said they all got to prove themselves. They definitely going to have to prove themselves. Okay, the article goes on to say, and this past season, the Falcons defense was solid. We already read that. It said Atlanta also finished second in the NFL with 57 sacks this past. Hold on, they did? So the Atlanta Falcons finished second in the NFL with 57 packs, 4 ahead of the Browns at 53. Whoa, that snuck under the radar. That there it is. Overall, Ruttenberg's Falcons defense finished in the top half of the league against the pass last year and was strong unit overall. While he's not likely to get the same production out of the Browns defense, we don't know that. I just hate when reporters do this. We don't know how the players going to feel about them, bro. They might come around. You know, they might show love. They might support this type of hire. Goes on to say, while it's likely they might not get the same production, it's the track record of Jim Schwartz. and he should be someone fans can be excited about. It might not be Swartz, but he's a solid defensive option. While Kevin Stefanski joining the Falcons, a top defensive coach for the Falcons, is coming to Cleveland to be the leader of the Browns defense under Todd Monken. He'll be regaining Defensive Player of the Year in Myles Garrett. Now, Mary Kay did say something. So this came out a little bit before the news that they was pursuing him. Kevin Stefanski is far better off coaching the Atlanta Falcons than Cleveland Browns, but Stefanski old team are looking for some payback. Look, this is big payback. Look, for those people who thinking this ain't connected to Kevin Stefanski, you're tripping. It is. They getting some get back, bro. They definitely, because Kevin Stefanski probably was going to keep this dude, bro. Would be my guess. My guess would be he was going to keep this defensive coordinator. But so let's see how this all is connected to K-Fed. Get some payback on Kevin Stefanski. Falcons defense pass game coordinator Mike Ruckenberg has been seriously considered for the Browns CC job, with the resolution coming soon. We ultimately know he was ultimately hired about 10, 15 minutes ago. Now, Mary Kay reported that Todd Monken is down to 3 finalists. We don't care about none of that. Now, the Falcons with Mike Rudenberg, the Browns are casting a wide net replacement, which they did. But to me, from the outside looking in, it looked like they definitely got some payback on K-Fed when it comes to this defensive coordinator search. Now, it has yet to be seen. It has yet to be seen if they're going to be successful with this new hire. We just got to wait and see. And there's even more news coming out of Cleveland. See, that's why when it's hires and stuff, when it's hires like this, I think it's better just to do a live, just to kind of track it all. You feel me? So it looked like Cleveland Browns swipe prominent Falcons assistant coach here. The Falcons. So this is him right here. This is Mike Ruckenberg. Hopefully I'm saying his name right, bro. I really hope I am. So the Browns are reportedly hiring defensive pass game coordinator for the Falcons, Ruckenberg, to be their defense coordinator. He has been coaching in the NFL for 16 years with stops in Atlanta, New York, San Francisco, Jacksonville, Washington, UCLA, and New Mexico State. Now, he's 44 years old. He was named a defensive pass game coordinator for the Falcons in 2025. So it looked like this gentleman definitely got some years under his belt with coaching in the NFL. I like that. You feel me? I think that's solid. I really do. I think that's solid that he got some years under his belt. 16 years. He done definitely been around the NFL for quite some time. Shout out to everybody who's just now joining us as we break this news to you guys right now, as we cover this story. So ESPN was the ones that kind of broke it to us that they will be hiring Mike. I'm going to just call him Mike, bro, because I don't want to slaughter his last name. You feel me? I don't want to mess up the gentleman's name. Let's see here. So ESPN just put this article out moments ago, breaking this story down even more. Somebody said, I guess they really feel anyone could be a coach at the defense. Hey, look, bro. It is what it is. Good afternoon to you, Antonio. It is what it is, man. They going to make sure they get the job done. I thought we was going to hear something about Friday. This past Friday about the Browns getting a new defensive coordinator. It don't look like we did. Look like they waited until today. So Jeremy Fowler broke the news, says sources hire Ruckenberg. The Cleveland Browns are hiring Atlanta Falcons defensive game, passing game coordinator Mike Ruckenberg to be their defensive coordinator, a league source told ESPN Jeremy Fowler. Jeremy Fowler reported that he will be replacing Jim Schwartz, serve in the role that he had for these past 3 years. We ultimately know, if you guys just now joining us, we went over the whole situation with Jim Schwartz and how they got here. It says this will mark Rosenberg's first stint. So he's a first first-time defensive coordinator. He just finished his first season in Atlanta after 4 seasons as a linebackers coach for the Jets. Now, those are you guys who is just now joining us. The Atlanta Falcons finished second in sacks last year out of all the damn NFL teams. So the Atlanta Falcons came in second out of all of the NFL teams in sacks, bro. This is a major blow to Kevin Stefanski, bro. I feel like it is. This is definitely some payback time. Since Monken said in his introductory news conference that he does not anticipate changing Cleveland defensive scheme. So it looked like they will be running the same type of scheme that they had under Jim Schwartz. Now, in another article that we read before this one, it was also detailing that will the players accept this hire? I don't know if they would. At the end of the day, they got to, man. Ruckenberg, a Cornell graduate and Washington, D.C. native, got his start in the NFL as a player personnel intern for Washington in 2023. He then worked as an administrative assistant to head coach Joe Gibbs before working as a graduate assistant at UCLA from 2006 to 2028. Ruckenberg then worked as a pass game coordinator and a defensive back coach at New Mexico State. 2013, Ruckenberg returned to the NFL as an assistant defensive backs coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars from 2013 to 2015. He then served as a defense assistant for the next 2 years before being promoted to linebackers coach. So, yeah, man, it looked like they definitely got their guy, man. So shout out to the Cleveland Browns. Twitter is down right now. For those of you guys who might not know this, Twitter is down. So that's why we had to bring up the articles. But y'all know me, man. I want to make sure I bring you guys the news as soon as I can get to it, as soon as I can put it all together for a video for you guys. Be sure to like the video, hype the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I feel like they're going to make it their business to make sure Kevin Stefanski has a shitty year in Atlanta by any means necessary. This Baker Mayfield now will look like the Cleveland Browns is definitely making sure he has a shitty season. But I just find this to be the funniest thing ever. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think this is so damn funny that they got somebody from Kevin Stefanski's staff to kind of say "F you" to Kevin Stefanski. It's just funny, bro. It's always good to get a little payback, man. But make sure you guys share the video. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, dog. Peace out.